dreams are made. Some kids feel they're left behind. Hidden struggle, silent pain, hoping someone sees their mind. Boys and girls, they're not the same, yet the world just plays one game. But we're here to make it right, shine a light so they unite. Listen to every voice, hear the whisper in the noise. Every child deserves a chance to fly, let them soar up to the sky. Listen to every voice, feel the heartbeat, make a choice to see the truth and break the chains. Together we can change the game. Listen to every voice. Parents' hearts, they hold the key, knowing what the eyes can't see. Yet their words are weight so light, we must stand and join their fight. Doctors, teachers, lend your ear, training's what we need right here. Early steps can change your fate, don't let tomorrow be too late. Listen to every voice, hear the whisper in the noise. Every child deserves a chance to fly, let them soar up to the sky. Listen to every voice, feel the heartbeat, make a choice to see the truth and break the chains. Together we can change the game.
doing here is keying in the first sort of frame. For the character. A little bit at a time. What the actual cod liver oil is that? That would appear to be the finger. Wow, that is something to write home about. Following the camera there, but I'm not. Because I mean that view. Ignore the hand glitch, I'll sort that out in a minute. Okay. Let me. Save. Let's change this default window because it's annoying me. That's what I would start on. Thank you very much. So reset that back to what it was. You begin animating this. I need to keyframe that. Keyframe that. Keyframe that. Keyframe that. And that. That's the thing I'm going to do. Like 20 and probably 5 there. Maybe 15. Perfect. Let me re-keyframe it just to make sure it's updated. That is 20 and 15. So this one's going to be the same. 20 and 15 is probably too much there. Oh, I put 20 in, that's why. Let's keyframe that one too. This one is definitely not that. It's that one. $65. Rotation of 25, but I think it's negative 25. Negative 50 maybe? Let's have a look. Yeah, negative 50 looks. 5. Perfect. Minus 55 and then 75. Let me keyframe that one in. So that's a minus 55. Yeah, that were wrong. 75 and 55, yeah, that was right. I go with this is all about which arm I want on top, I suppose. Just keyframes that. The arms, but really bringing in frame that. And the wrist. It's a wave. Keyframe. figure out how the fingers move on here. I'm gonna lie, at the moment I've got no idea. This rig wasn't done by me, so that's the reason I'm learning the rig. This was designed by Metahuman, which is an Unreal Engine character generation modeling tool. Ooh, I think them things are a bit broken now, don't you? Oof. One of them must be a primary finger. So, it's this one control. Oi. It controls fingers in a very profoundly crazy way. Seriously, it's nuts. Okay. Way. You ain't let me select it again, are you? Demorphing, demorphing the living hallelujah out of that. Wow. But I need to select that one there. To 0, you moron. Can I just fucking undo it? There we go. That's the phone controls. That's got to be the index finger. No, it's not. Which controls the speed of the camera movement. Oh, wait a minute. I can. Just like that. You know. You spin me right. That is crazy. That is crazy ass. Which one frigging controls it? Annoyingly, I can tell that that one is like individually controlling the finger, but oh, man. What I'm looking for is the control that essentially controls them all. Normally, I don't want cheat views. Go away, you moron. Report. I love report. Delete your comment. Spam me. I'll do in that, be quicker. Right, okay. Bear with me a minute. I'm dealing with chat spam. they are marked temporarily because I can't see a bloody thing. That's the opposite hand, you dummy. Let me just temporarily do that just so I can see that finger. Oh, G-bags. Alison, go away. Because I'm live and you're chatting waffle. Get out. Fix that problem now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Finger 2, finger 3. Oh no, 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 no. That's not what I'm supposed to do. Oh, is that? Why does that finger do that? Yeah, those ones work perfectly fine. That'll be the question that's confusing me. Alright, you arm can just temporarily do that. Just oh. There it is. Keep bringing you in. Just to get you out of the way. That suggests to me that that controls the entire finger. Should I move that? That's going to have a meltdown. Absolute schizo. Might have to figure out how oh, what if it does literally clipping, because you shouldn't notice anyway unless you... Absolutely on key with seeing it. Frame that one. Now, I'm 100% certain there is an easier way of doing this. I might have to YouTube it. Let's have a look. Let's YouTube it. Let's have a look, see what we can find for hands. The control rig for the hands. There we go.
Hey, what's up? So we're
See what we can find. Still
and we have a fresh
can't hear it though.
So we're gonna check out some of the new animation
No,
features
because
here.
it's silent or
Here. So we have select, which is what there's a button that selects all the hand controls, and that takes like, I don't know, 15 seconds for my computer to catch up to that, but in 5 it's pretty quick. So we've selected all the hand poses, and what I would probably start by doing is just saving it. This is the neutral hand pose, so if you ever want to really quickly reset the hand, there's no functionality for that down here. It has to be done using...
because that one, there's no audio to that, which is useless for us.
Animation.
No audio, is my headset just turned off? Let's find out.
And start animating them and whatever. Remember the hair, you see the hair when I go back and forth. Remember, it's just if you double click on the title.
Okay, so that previous one might have had audio. Okay.
The hand controls, and that takes like, I don't know, 15 seconds for my computer to catch up to that, but in 5 it's pretty quick. So we've selected all the hand poses, and what I would probably start by doing is just saving it. This is the neutral hand pose, so if you ever want to really quickly reset the hand, there's no functionality for that down here. It has to be done using this new control rig pose manager. So we're going to click on create pose, And I'm gonna call it metahuman. I do really want to call out that it's like a male, tall, normal. I don't really have a way of doing that yet without it being too long, but I'll say like MTN. So that's male, tall, normal. That's the skeleton, the child skeleton of this metahuman. And you'll see that it doesn't matter which hand you say it is, but I'm just gonna say hand neutral 01, right? And you'll see that we can actually put this, because they're mirrored in this case, I can put this pose on the other hand, so you actually don't have to say which hand it is, which I started doing in the beginning. And we're gonna create. And so I've already made this a little bit smaller, but I'll make it bigger for the tutorial. So what's really nice is that it gives a little thumbnail already here of what this is. I'm gonna right click and do save. So we have now saved this pose right there, and with all of these selected down here in sequencer, I'm gonna hit enter. And so we just put a keyframe on all of the right hand finger controls, not the right hand itself, but the fingers right there. So if I was to deselect them now, and again, we're doing like FK, so I guess I would come up here and just move the arm a little bit. Is this gonna get keyed? Yeah, I guess we're keying this right now, but just kind of putting the hand up using FK, which is viable for certain types of cleanup for sure. I don't have the trackball, the arc ball set up here. But say this was the hand pose we liked, and it's like, okay, I want to go control the fingers again. What we can do is actually do select controls, and it's going to select all those controls again for us. So this works as a selection set, and it will also then, you can put the keys on there again, and you can do it to the other hand, I believe. And then there's other stuff here that I haven't even really sorted through all the functionality, but it looks like there's some mirror settings and whatnot. I think that probably has more to do with the body than the fingers themselves, though I haven't tested it. So let's go to frame 30 here, and we could just hit enter again, but I'm gonna hit paste pose. And that didn't work, so I have to hit key and then paste pose. There it is. Okay, so now we have keyed all these fingers again in the neutral pose. But let's do the next thing here. I don't know if you have to do them separately, but I'm going to. I'm going to select let's select just the fingers. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I can hit Control or Shift and deselect these, so that's unfortunate. But I'm going to try to deselect. Actually, I can't even like deselect at the moment. Where's it going on? We're going to select just the metacarpals and the fingers one by one. But again, once I make this selection set, it's basically everything but the thumb. We will save this, and you'll see this is what's needed for... I'm going to do a flexed hand, and I'm going to do a fist pose, and then save them. So with these all selected, you want to go into rotate, which is what, I don't even know anymore, it's E, it's this one. And you want to make sure that you're in, what are they calling this? Object space, which is control tilde. So that's world space, and you want to be in object space, definitely. And something that's cool about the fingers, as I'm actually going to move to 45 here, is that they can all be flexed at once, like that. And so you're going to have to do like cleanup afterwards to each finger. It's not going to be like perfect, and of course you can go too far. But if you want to like bring them out to like T-pose, which is like usually pretty flat fingers, you can go to something like this. Like this here.
What is that? What was doing wrong there? I'm going to assume that is what was doing wrong there. And yeah. You need to rotate your wrist because you look like you're breaking your wrist, love. I forgot to keyframe it. You muppet. Okay. It's me forgetting to keyframe it. There we go. sort that finger out, Anna. It's flipped. Sort that finger out too, because that one's also clipped. And so it's that one. Let me say you, and you. Keyframe it. Perfect. Turns out what I was doing wrong was the do that to give me a little bit of space. Let me keyframe that in. Keyframe you in. Wrong way. Speaking of elbow, my actual elbow is hurting. Over my actual elbow, because my actual elbow feels like tennis elbow. I just realised some of the thumb is really wonky there. Like, incredibly flexible thumbs. That's nuts. But I'll sort that out. I digress. I sort that out later. Right. Move down. Sort of. Under the arm. Bit like that. There we go. Just keyframe that. Keyframe you. Now I need to readjust the wrist based on the new hand movement. And I also need to redo all the fingers based on the new hand movement. What a... I think I need that to be. Right. Now time to sort this wrist out. Starting with making the wrist actually visible. So, let's probably keyframe that in now. I'll be back in a moment. That hand is definitely against the body, yeah? Right, cool. Let's work these fingers out now. I think I need to move. Let me temporarily. I'm going to copy you off somewhere. I'll post it in the chat. I'm going to temporarily keyframe you with that. Yeah, I'm thinking that I need to perhaps rotate you and all to make it seem a bit more. Keyframe, keyframe. All about the keyframes, right? Ah. Okay, man, I know what. Right, come on. Seriously, stop it. Thank you. I think that should be enough. Right, let's take that reference that I saved earlier. Let's repaste that into here. Thank you, chat. Now, the issue is now is I now need to maintain that pose start to finish. Now, why am I doing this pose? Think about it. This teenager, kid, whatever, is wearing a coat. So when you're not wearing a coat, there's one or two things you do. One being you'll tuck your hands into your armpits to keep them warm. And then every now and again you'll lift your hands up to your face and blow warm air into it. So that's the reason I've done what I've done. I've got to go through the process of selecting all of the related everything to do with. Actually, you know, I don't, because it mirrors. Oh, what the? I could create a pre-config, like, scene of that, but I think I'll be there for a while. Her name is Amelia, so I'm gonna put it in. Do. Now the question is, we have to lock that position throughout the entire scene. Let me go full screen with that. And let's snap to camera. The camera movement's very fast at the beginning here, but oh no, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. It's only stop the arm movement, like lock the arm movement. As here it sort of transitions to a standard walk. Then to an A pose. What I need to do is get the pose there. Right there, it's completely like blended. These should be just like checkposts, really. But there you go. It's not going to work, I'm fairly certain of it. Where it's going to start unwinding, which it does. Okay. I'm going to take a minute. I need to go. Go for my dinner. So I'm going to be ending this stream, and I shall get back to it later. All being well.